Welcome students. We continue with the study of trigonometry. Topic today is compound angles, also called sum or difference of angles. The formulas: sin A plus B. This is sin A cos B and plus cos A sin B. In case we have negative sign here, sin A minus B, it will be sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. The next one, cos A plus B. This is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Minus sign here, then we have plus sign here. Then tan A plus B. This is equal to tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A into tan B. And minus sign here, then we have minus sign here and plus sign here. For cot A plus B, this is cot A cot B minus 1 upon cot B minus cot B plus cot A. In case we have minus sign here, this is plus sign here and minus sign here. This result has important boundary. If the first angle is pi by 4, that's 45 degrees, tan 45 is 1. So this changes to tan pi by 4 plus x. This can be written 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x. Then we have sine of A plus B into sine of A minus B. This is equal to sin square A minus sin square B. And cos A plus B into cos of A minus B. That's cos square A minus sin square B. In both the formulas, we have second term as minus sin square B. This is sin square A minus sin square B. It's cos square A minus sin square B in the second. There are formulas for three angles like sin A plus B plus C. So I suggest that you derive the formula whenever it's needed. You can do that like this. This is sin A plus B, first angle plus second angle C. Then apply this one, sin of first angle into cos of second, sin of A plus B into cos of C plus cos of A plus B into sin of C. Then expand sin of A plus B using this formula, cos of A plus B using this formula. So no need to learn these formulas. Let's start with the questions. The first one, we have to find value of cos of 15 degrees. So 15 degrees is a compound angle. This can be written as cos of 45 minus 30 or even cos of 60 minus 45. These angles 45, 30, 60, 45, these are called constituent angles and this is compound angle. Then we use cos of A minus B. This is cos A cos B plus sin A into sin B. We substitute values. This is root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2 into, so that's root 3 plus 1 upon 2 root 2. This is cos of 15 degrees. Then next, tan 75. 75 can be written as sum of 45 and 30. So tan 75 is tan 45 plus 30. This is compound angle and these are constituent angles. And we use corollary for tan of A plus B, that's 1 plus tan 30, 1 by root 3 upon 1 minus tan 30, 1 by root 3. Root 3 plus 1, root 3 minus 1. We rationalize, this is 3 plus 1, 4, plus 2 root 3 upon 2 or 2 plus root 3. This is value of tan of 75 degrees. The next one, we have to find out, we have to show that sine of 105 plus cos of 105 has same value as cos of 45. Sin of 105 can be written as sum of 60 degrees and 45 degrees. So we write left hand side as sin 105 plus cos of 105, which is 60 plus 45. This is also 60 plus 45. Then sin A plus B, sin A cos B plus cos A into sin B, and cos of A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Sin 60 into cos 45, this is root 3 by 2 into 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 into 1 by root 2, this is 1 by 2 into 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 into 1 by root 2. This will cancel out. This will be 2 upon 2 root 2, 1 by root 2, which is same as cos of 45 degrees or the right hand side. This is all we put. The next one, third, we are given value of sin of A. It's also given that A lies between 0 and pi by 2, that is A is in first quadrant. Also given is value of cos of B, which is given minus 12 by 30. B lies in the third quadrant. So this is in first quadrant, this is 180 to 270, this is in third quadrant. And we have to find out value of cos of A plus B. Let's write cos A plus B. This is cos A cos B minus sin A into sin B. We are given value of sin A, we find out value of cos of A. So cos of A, this will be 1 minus sin square of A under the root. 1 minus sin square of A under the root and plus minus sin. This is 1 minus sin square A is 9 by 25. So this is plus minus 4 by 5. Now A is in first quadrant, so cos of A will be positive because A is in first quadrant. Therefore cos of A will have positive value. We remove the negative sign. Next, so cos A, then cos B is given, sin A is given, we have to find out sin B. Sin of B, this is plus minus root of 1 minus cos square of B. That's plus minus root of 1 minus cos square B is 144 upon 169. So that's plus minus 5 by 30. B is in third quadrant, sin will have negative value. So minus 5 by 30 because B is in third quadrant. Sin B in that case will be negative. We substitute values. So cos of A plus B. Cos of A plus B is cos A, which is 4 by 5 into cos B minus 12 by 30 minus sin A, that's 3 by 5 into sin B. Sin B is minus, this is 5 by 30. So this is minus 48 plus 15 upon 65 or minus 33 by 65. This is cos of A plus B. We can find out value of tan of A minus B. We know tan of A minus B is tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A into tan B. Tan A, this is sin A. Sin A is 3 by 5 upon cos of A. Cos of A is 4 by 5 minus tan B. Sin B is minus 5 by 30 upon cos B, that's minus 12 by 30 upon 1 plus, this is tan A, this is 3 by 4 and this is tan B, this is 5 by 12. So we simplify, this is 3 by 4 minus 5 by 12 and this is 48 plus 15 is 63 upon this is 48. So that's 48 LCM, this will be This will be 9 minus, this is 20. Let me simplify. This is 3 by 4 minus 5 by 12. This will cancel out, this will cancel out. So 3 by 4 minus 5 by 12. This is 48 plus 15 upon 48. So that's 48. This will be 36 minus 20. 48 LCM will cancel out. This is equal to 16 by 60. This is how we find out value. Tan of A minus B. Next is similar question with some difference. We are given values of cot A and secant B. Also given pi by 2 less than beta, less than pi less than alpha, and less than 3 pi by 2. We have to find value of tan of alpha plus beta and state the quadrant in which alpha plus beta terminates. The first part is formula based tan alpha plus beta. So tan alpha plus beta is tan alpha plus tan beta. Learn these formulas as soon as possible. 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. Cot of alpha is given. So tan of alpha is 2, reciprocal of cot. Secant beta is given. Secant square beta is 25 by 9. It's 1 plus tan square of beta. 25 by 9 minus 1, 16 by 9. This is tan square beta, or tan beta is plus minus 4 by 3. Always write plus minus, then put proper sign. So beta is in second quadrant, tan will be negative here, so minus 4 by 3. Substitute values. Tan alpha is 2 plus tan beta minus 4 by 3. 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. This is 2 and this is 3 plus 8 is 11. This is 2 by 11. So tan of alpha plus beta has value of 2 by 11. Now, how do we state the quadrant in which alpha plus beta terminates? Let's write pi less than alpha less than 3 pi by 2 and pi by 2 less than beta less than pi. Adding pi plus pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 less than alpha plus beta less than, this will be 5 pi by 2. So alpha plus beta, this is between 3 pi by 2, that's 270 degrees, to 5 pi by 2, that is 450 degrees. This is 5 pi by 2. So alpha plus beta is here or here. So we are getting value of tan of alpha plus beta as 2 by 11. Had alpha plus beta been terminating in fourth quadrant, value of tan of alpha plus beta would have been negative. So since this is positive, this means it's terminating in the first quadrant. So it's terminating in the first quadrant where tan is positive. The next one, we have to prove sine of x plus y upon sine of x minus y. This is equal to right hand side, tan x plus tan y upon tan x minus tan y. So we can start from left hand side or from right hand side. So starting left hand side, sine of x plus y upon sine of x minus y. This is sine x cos y and plus cos x into sine y. sin x into cos y minus cos x into sin y. Now we want tan here, tan x here. How do we get tan x? We divide by cos x into cos y. So we divide throughout by cos x into cos y. This will be tan x. Cos x will cancel out sin y upon cos y. This will be tan y. And this is tan x and minus this will be tan y. This is same as the right hand side. You could have started from the right hand side. If I start from right hand side, it's tan x plus tan y upon tan x minus tan y. We write tan x as sin of x upon cos of x, and this is sin y upon cos y. This is sin x upon cos x minus sin y upon cos y. This is sin x cos y plus cos x sin y upon cos x cos y will cancel out. Denominator sin x cos y and minus this is cos x into sin y. Numerator is sin of a plus b, sin of x plus y here, and denominator that is sin of x minus y. This is same as the left hand side. Coming to the next one, sixth question. We are given sum of alpha and beta is pi by 4. And we have to prove value of 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B. That is equal to 2. So we start from left hand side. This is 1 plus tan A into 1 plus tan B. B we write as pi by 4 minus A. This is 1 plus tan A, 1 plus tan pi by 4 minus A is 1 minus tan A upon 1 plus tan A. We simplify the second bracket first as it is. This is 1 plus tan A plus 1 minus tan A upon 1 plus tan A. This will cancel out. This will cancel out. 1 plus 1, 2, which is what we wanted to prove. Right hand side is 2. The next one. So here we have tans of 3 angles. To prove such results, we start from angles. We have 13x, 9x and 4x. We can write any relation between these, like 13x is 9x plus 4x and then taking tan on both sides. We could have written 9x as 13x minus 4x and then taking tan on both sides, or 4x is 13x minus 9x and then taking tan on both sides. So let's start with this. 4x is 13x minus 9x taking tan on both sides. This is tan 13x minus 9x, tan A minus B. This is tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A into tan B. Left hand side we have tan of 4x. And then we cross multiply. Tan 4x into 1 plus tan 13x into tan 9x into tan 4x. This is equal to tan of 13x minus tan of 9x. Shift this term to the right hand side. We have tan 13x into tan 9x into tan 4x. This is equal to tan 13x minus tan 9x and minus tan 4x. This is what we wanted. The eighth one, we have to prove sine square of pi by 8 plus x by 2 and minus sine square pi by 8 minus x by 2 is equal to 1 by root 2 into sine x. So we can use sine square a minus sine square b. So we learned that sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b. This is equal to sine square a minus sine square b. So we should learn all the formulas from left hand side equal to right hand side, and also right hand side is equal to left hand side. Sine a plus b into sine a minus b is sine square a minus sine square b, and also sine square a minus sine square b, this is equal to sine of a plus b into sine of a minus. So here we use this formula starting from left hand side. Sine square pi by 8 plus x by 2 minus sine square pi by minus x by 2. This is sine square a minus sine square b. This can be written sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b. This is sine of x by 2 will cancel out. Pi by 8 plus pi by 8 is pi by 4 into x by 2 plus x by 2, this is x. This is 1 by root 2 into sine of x. This is what we wanted to prove. So you should learn all the formulas, left hand side equal to right hand side, and also right hand side is equal to left hand side. It's better if you write this is equal to sine a plus b into sine a minus b. So sine a plus b into sine a minus b is sine square a minus sine square b is equal to sine of a plus b into sine of a minus b. Next we have a good question. We have to prove sine square of a is equal to cos square a minus b plus cos square b, then minus 2 cos of a minus b into cos a cos b. The right hand side is the complicated side. We'll start from the right hand side and prove equal to the left hand side. So starting from left hand side, from the right hand side, let's write cos square a minus b. After that I am writing the third term, minus 2 cos of a minus b into cos a cos b, and then the second term plus cos square of b. The reason is that we can take cos of a minus b common from these two. Taking cos of a minus b common, inside it's cos of a minus b minus 2 cos a cos b and plus cos square of b. This is cos of a minus b outside. Cos of a minus b is cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, minus we have to cos a cos b and plus cos square of b. This is cos of a minus b. This can be written cos a cos b minus 2 cos a cos b. That will be minus cos a cos b and plus sin a sin b. I am taking minus sign common. Is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b plus cos square of b. This is cos of a minus b. Let's write this minus sign outside. So minus cos of a minus b, and cos a cos b minus sin a sin b is cos of a plus b plus cos square b. This is minus sign outside. Cos a plus b into cos a minus b is cos square a minus sin square b. This is the formula we learned at the beginning. This can be written minus cos square of a plus sin square b plus cos square b. And sin square b plus cos square b, this is 1. 1 minus cos square of a, this is sin square of a. This is same as the left hand side. This is what we want to do. the next one, we are given cos of alpha plus beta, that's 4 by 5, sin of alpha minus beta, 5 by 13. Both alpha and beta are angles between 0 degrees and 45 degrees, 0 to pi by 4 radians. We have to find value of tan of 2 alpha. We have to prove it's 56 upon 33. So observe that the constituent angles are alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta, and the compound angle which we have to find out, that is 2 alpha. So how do we get 2 alpha from alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta? If I add alpha plus beta, alpha minus beta, it's 2 alpha. So I use this fact, tan 2 alpha is tan of, can we write alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta? Then use formula for tan of A plus B, which is tan of A plus tan of B upon 1 minus tan A into tan B. From values of cos of alpha plus beta, 0 we are given less than alpha less than pi by 4, 0 less than beta less than pi by 4, adding we get 0 less than alpha plus beta less than pi by 2, that is alpha plus beta, and similarly alpha minus beta will be in first quadrant. So we need tan of alpha plus beta. We have cos of alpha plus beta. This gives us sin of alpha plus beta as 3 by 5 and tan as sin upon cos, that will be 3 by 4. Similarly, from sin alpha minus beta, we get cos of alpha minus beta as 12 by 13 and tan alpha minus beta, that is 5 by 12. So we have values, we substitute values here. Tan of alpha plus beta 3 by 4 plus 5 by 12, 1 minus 3 by 4 into 5 by 12. This is 36 plus this product is 20 upon 48, and this is 48 minus 15 upon 48. This will cancel out. 56 upon this is 30. This is what we wanted to prove. Tan 2 alpha is 56 upon 33. The last one. Let us first of all revise componendo and dividendo. If we have one ratio A upon B is equal to C upon D, and we apply componendo and dividendo to both sides, we get A plus B upon A minus B is C plus D upon C minus D. So we'll solve the last question using componendo and dividendo. What guides us that componendo and dividendo is to be used? Its presence of n plus 1 and n minus 1 on the right hand side. So from the given equation, we write n is tan alpha plus x upon tan of alpha minus x. Let's write n as n upon 1. Now, if I apply componendo and dividendo, we get n plus 1 upon n minus 1, n plus 1, n minus 1. This is guiding us that componendo and dividendo is to be used. So n plus 1, this is tan alpha plus x plus tan of alpha minus x upon tan alpha plus x minus tan alpha minus x. This is sin of alpha plus x upon cos of alpha plus x. This is sin alpha minus x upon cos of alpha minus x. Similarly in the denominator. This is minus sign here. LCM, cos into cos, cos into cos will cancel out. We have this into this. That is sin alpha plus x into cos of alpha minus x. plus cos of alpha plus x into sin of alpha minus x. This is sin alpha plus x into cos of alpha minus x minus cos of alpha plus x into sin of alpha minus x. This is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. It's sin of A plus B. Alpha plus x plus alpha minus x. Denominator similarly is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. It's sin of A minus B. Alpha plus x. This gives us sin of 2 alpha and this is sin of 2x. This is n plus 1 upon n minus 1. And this is what we wanted to prove. N plus 1 into sin of 2x is equal to n minus 1 into sin of 2 alpha.